On SUTV, we'll tell you about the SUU's Lunar New Year celebration.
And we'll let you know about the newest candidate hoping to replace Senator Orrin Hatch.
TV News, I'm Lizzie Lee.
And I'm Amy Andre.
Mitt Romney is officially running to be Utah's next senator. Romney announced his candidacy on Friday in a Facebook video. The 2015 presidential candidate is hoping to replace Senator Orrin Hatch, who is retiring at the end of this year. In the video, Romney claims that he can bring Utah values to Washington. Following the video announcement, Romney appeared at a Republican fundraiser where he outlined his policies and campaign platforms. President Trump took to Twitter Monday to endorse Romney, saying he would make a great senator.
We are officially in the Chinese Lunar New Year, and SUU's International Affairs Office hosted a celebration. Ushering in the Lunar New Year of the dog, students from around the world participated in the party Thursday. International students presented traditional songs, dances, and fashion. The International Affairs Office also served their take on traditional Chinese Lunar Year food. The showstopper of the event was a lion dance performed by the international student ambassadors to the delight of the crowd.
There is just under 2 months until tax day, and SUU accounting students are offering free filing for their fellow T-Birds. The Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, or VITA, is open to all members of the community who make less than $54,000 per year. The students who prepare the tax returns are IRS certified. The program gives the students experience while helping community members have a pain-free tax season. The group meets every Tuesday through Thursday from 5:30 to 8 p.m. on the second floor of the business building. For more information, the programs, and what documents you need to bring, visit suu.edu/business/VITA.
On Saturday, Brad's Food Hut in Cedar City brought hope to the community in the form of pancakes. Our reporter Lizzie Lee has the story.
Brad's Food Hut is showing their love and support for Canyon View English teacher and baseball coach after a heartbreaking prognosis. On January 1st, 43-year-old Jacob Ziegler was diagnosed with a stage 4 glioblastoma brain tumor, an aggressive form of terminal cancer. Local diner Brad's Food Hut hosted a pancake breakfast on Saturday, with all proceeds going to Jake, his wife, and his 10-month-old daughter. Members of the community came together, giving donations and reflecting on the impact Coach Zig has had in their lives.
Been able to learn a lot from him. He's taught me how to have fun, how to be tough, how to get through hard things. So I know this trial that he's going through, he'll get through just from what he's taught me.
Jake's family has been humbled through this trying time and expressed gratitude for the help that they have received.
I get text messages and calls almost daily of what they can do, and not even what they can do, but stuff that they're doing. I mean, we've had cookies being baked from kids in high school to the Home and Garden show is doing a benefit breakfast for them, and it's amazing to see all the love from the community.
The breakfast drew many community members to Brad's, including Canyon View students. $12,000 was raised from donations and raffle tickets.
The turnout's been great. So far, so good. It's just heating up. And we expect a full house till 10 o'clock.
Coach Ziegler's family is grateful for all of the help that they have received in this time of need. If you're interested in contributing to the cause, visit Jacob Ziegler's GoFundMe account. For SUTV News, I'm Lizzie Lee.
February is National Heart Health Month, and one of SUU's student organizations is helping bring awareness to the illness. SUU's Alpha Phi sorority is hosting their Philanthropy Week to raise money for women's cardiac care. The group is hosting events every night this week where students including a Minute to Win It competition and a mac and cheese dinner tomorrow. The week ends with a pageant where men from different campus organizations compete for the title of Mr. Heartthrob. Each event costs $5, and you can learn more by visiting the Alpha Phi table in the Student Center Mall.
Each year, SUU welcomes new professors to campus, and this year was no exception. Our reporter Colton Warren introduces us to the newest professors in the communication department.
Li Zhao and Gavin Feller are two of the newest professors on Southern Utah's campus. Both you can find in the communications department. Both of them came in at the beginning of the fall semester ready to teach. Both professors are teaching under and upper grad courses this spring semester. Li Zhe comes to SUU all the way from China, and teaching isn't just his profession, but for him, it is a way of life.
I love teaching because you can, well, especially when in the communication department, you need to communicate with the students and with the other professors, and sometimes we do some hands-on project. You need to communicate with the outside of the school.
Gavin Feller, being a Utah native, is loving his time here in Cedar City and his overall experience here at SUU.
My overall experience here at SUU has been really positive. I love the communication department faculty. Everyone is friends, everyone's friendly and kind, and there aren't really any bad apples or toxic people or people that, you know, you just want to stay away from. Everyone's very much about collaborating and building the program, and it's an exciting time to be here.
Li Zhe and Gavin Feller are making SUU and Cedar City their home, and we welcome them. Thank you very much for joining me, Colton Warren, here on SUTV.
Coming up after the break, we'll talk about the recent shooting at a Florida high school.
And later, we'll fill you in on a rather odd Olympic skiing display. Stay with us.
Travel is part of the American way of life.
When we're on vacation, we keep an eye out for anything that looks out of place.
Miss your bag.
When we travel from city to city, we pay attention to our surroundings.
Everyone plays a role in keeping our community safe.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, be aware of your surroundings. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
For 3 months, I was being treated for high blood pressure and migraines, which were actually the symptoms. The cause was kidney disease. If you were a member of one of those high-risk groups, I would have your kidney function checked. Early detection can prevent further kidney damage. It was amazing even to my doctor how much diet impacted my personal disease. The power to reduce risk for kidney disease is in your hands. I just feel that my whole life has come back to me.
It is the final days of Olympic competition in Pyeongchang, South Korea. With 4 days left in the Games, the United States has fallen in the overall medal count, now sitting in 6th place. Norway leads with 29 medals, while Germany is in 2nd with 23, and Canada is in 3rd with 19. Last night, U.S. siblings Alex and Maya Shibutani brought home a bronze medal in figure skating. The weekend also saw a unique tie when both Canada and Germany won gold in bobsled. Tonight on NBC, Lindsey Vonn will compete in what is likely her final Olympic race, hoping to win gold in the downhill, while the women's individual figure skating competition also gets underway.
The halfpipe competition at the Olympics is usually full of big air and gravity-defying flips, unless you're Hungarian competitor Elizabeth Sweeney. Sweeney is an American skier who competed for Hungary in the women's ski halfpipe on Monday. Her run, which mostly involved Sweeney slowly gliding through the halfpipe, landed her a last-place finish in the qualifying round. Sweeney's presence at the Olympics is due to a loophole in the international qualification system. Sweeney has Hungarian grandparents, which allowed her to compete for Hungary on the international circuit until she collected enough points to qualify for Pyeongchang. While Sweeney's critics say her presence diminishes the value of those who qualified for the Games on talent, others say she is simply working smarter, not harder, to become an Olympic athlete.
Funerals continue today for the victims of last week's school shooting in Florida. 17 people were killed last Wednesday when a former student opened fire in the freshman building of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. 14 of the victims were buried over the weekend, with more funerals scheduled this week. Survivors of the shooting spent the weekend lobbying on social media and in person for stronger gun legislation. The shooter, 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz, had his first court appearance Friday, where he was charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder. The shooting at Stoneman Douglas replaces the 1999 Columbine massacre as the deadliest high school shooting in America.
Students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas are not back in school after last week's school shooting, but they are not taking a day off. Today, over 100 students from Stoneman Douglas boarded buses and drove to Tallahassee to lobby the stricter gun laws at the Florida Capitol.
These teenagers want to affect change. This here, you're going to see, you're full of this bus. There are 3 of us, buses going up to Tallahassee here. I've got senior Sammy. He goes to MSD. And Sammy, talk to me a little bit about why you're going to Tallahassee.
We're going to Tallahassee for reform, for change. This is not going to happen again. Not at my school, not at any school. I don't want anyone to feel how I feel or how any of my fellow classmates and schoolmates feel.
Our message is at this point for the politicians, if you aren't with us, you're against us. We're trying to save the lives of innocent children. So, and if you're not for that, then we're going to vote you out.
Affected adults are also asking for action from lawmakers.
I would like the lawmakers and the president to erase their minds for one moment, to forget that they're politicians, to forget that they have to be reelected, and to take a deep breath and think about the fact that if they watched TV and it was one of their children, and I'm not talking about a cousin or a friend's child, their own child, okay, what would they want to do? What would they want to have done?
Donald Trump recently said that he would support stronger background checks, but other lawmakers are lobbying for more gun control.
I've been in Congress now for less than 3 terms, and we've gone from the mass shooting in Connecticut to the mass shooting in Charleston, the mass shooting in Charleston at a church to the mass shooting at a workplace in San Bernardino, California, from San Bernardino, California to a mass shooting at a concert in Las Vegas, a mass shooting at a concert in Las Vegas to another church in Texas, and now, of course, from the church in Texas shooting last November now to a school shooting in Florida. And there's been no real semblance of activity.
It is flu season in Cedar City. So far, Iron County has reported 121 hospitalized cases of the flu. Flu season lasts from October until May. The first 4 months of this year is already higher than last year's total reported flu cases. Experts say the rise in the disease comes from a more potent strain and a less effective vaccine. According to the health department, the vaccine is still the best way to prevent getting the flu, but people can also take extra precautions, such as washing your hands and not touching your face.
Again, bottom line, this year has been an extra tough year. It's a more virulent strain. The vaccination's a little less effective. So it's just the same old recommendations. Keep your hands washed. Stay healthy. If you're sick, stay home.
Still examining what caused a helicopter crash in the Grand Canyon last week. 3 British tourists were killed and 4 more, including the pilot, were severely injured. The survivors were taken to the University Medical Center in Las Vegas. The rescue effort was delayed due to the harsh terrain surrounding the crash site. Papillon Airways, the company who owned and operated the helicopter, flies roughly 600,000 passengers a year on tours of the Grand Canyon and surrounding areas. The FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board are still investigating the cause of the crash.
Coming up, I'll let you know if we will have any more snow this week. Stay tuned.
What's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, smoky.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
For 3 months, I was being treated for high blood pressure and migraines, which were actually the symptoms. The cause was kidney disease. If you were a member of one of those high-risk groups, I would have your kidney function checked. Early detection can prevent further kidney damage. It was amazing even to my doctor how much diet impacted my personal disease. The power to reduce risk for kidney disease is in your hands. I just feel that my whole life has come back to me.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Listen up. Each year, hundreds of promising research studies go unfunded for breast cancer, for lung cancer, every cancer. The American Cancer Society has been behind nearly every breakthrough in recent history. But there's still more work to do. So let's make sure that no research is silenced. Let's make noise. Let's make noise. Yeah. And let's finish the fight.
Welcome to your Cedar City Weather Report. I'm Damon Day, bringing you your daily weather. Just when we thought spring was on its way, well, Utah's still up to its old tricks regarding weather, and so we got some cold temperatures going on right now. 25 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now with a 54% chance humidity. Don't expect any more precipitation tonight. But looking at tomorrow, well, looking at today, we'll look at tomorrow in just a sec, but looking at today all over the state, we got 46 down in St. George, which is by far the warmest temperature in the state right now. 18 up in Vernal, and we got 25 up in Salt Lake, 23 up in Logan, and then we got 37 down in Moab. So pretty chilly all over the place, except of course down in St. George, and 25 in Cedar City, of course. But looking at tomorrow, we've got 33 degrees Fahrenheit and 11 degrees, so still pretty chilly. And our sunrise and our sunset, look at that, 11 hours of sunshine. So we're getting longer and longer, of course, each and every day. And then looking at our weekly forecast, we've got 33 on Thursday, 28 on Friday, and then look at this weekend. Still kind of chilly, but sunny every single day until in the beginning of the next week. We're still going to be having some pretty nice temperatures, but still not spring. We're still getting some winter, but you never know. It could change in a couple weeks. So thank you guys for tuning into our weather. And Aaron, what's up next in sports?
Coming up on SUTV Sports, we've got SUU basketball, gymnastics, and more. Stay tuned.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Listen up. Each year, hundreds of promising research studies go unfunded for breast cancer, for lung cancer, every cancer. The American Cancer Society has been behind nearly every breakthrough in recent history. But there's still more work to do. So let's make sure that no research is silenced. Let's make noise. Let's make noise. Yeah. And let's finish the fight.
Toxic chemicals and carcinogens are leaching into the environment. It's happening right where we live, work, and play. Everywhere. Cigarette butts are toxic waste. Let's stop the toxic litter. Learn more at rethinkbutts.org.
I'm hungry. I can't see the board.
Good morning, class. Everyone ready to learn today?
Of course they aren't ready. Across America, health barriers keep millions of disadvantaged school children from learning. Children's Health Fund is working to remove those barriers. But to really change the odds for these kids, we need your help. To find out how you can give every child a chance to be healthy and ready to learn, visit childrenshealthfund.org today.
Welcome to SUTV Sports. I'm Aaron Peterson.
Turn here, turn here, turn here.
The SUU men's basketball team wraps up their home schedule this week with the final two games on Thursday night at 6:30 against Portland State and Saturday at 12:30 versus Sacramento State. All tickets for Thursday will be $1 and kids get in for free. The seniors will be honored on Saturday, so come out and show your support for the team. The Southern Utah gymnastics team will host the Iowa Hawkeyes this Friday at 7 p.m. The Flippin' Birds are 2-4 this season, with both wins coming against top 25 opponents. SUU has 4 more meets in the regular season to tune up for the Mountain Rim Gymnastics Championships that will be hosted by SUU on March 24th. SUU football continues to marvel in their 2018 recruiting class signings, saying that they've never worked harder than this year. The 2018 class includes 30 new players, although many of them will serve church missions before playing at SUU. The offensive recruits include 2016 Arizona Gatorade Player of the Year Drayson Hall, who rushed for more than 4,500 yards and 65 touchdowns in his high school career for Higley. He also accounted for 518 points in his career and runs the 100-meter dash in 10.7 seconds. Hall will serve a 2-year Mormon mission before coming to SUU as a running back. According to 247sports.com, Hall chose SUU over offers from Army, Navy, Air Force, Arizona, Northern Arizona, Columbia, and Princeton. Another star offensive recruit signed by the Thunderbirds is Kearns running back Sesi Falila, the younger brother of current running back James Falila. Sesi wrapped up his high school career in 2017 by rushing for over 1,700 yards and 25 touchdowns, including 3 games with over 200 rushing yards. In his career, the younger Falila also rushed for almost 4,500 yards and 59 touchdowns. Falila will also serve a 2-year mission before playing for SUU. That's all I've got for you today. Join us Thursday for a full half hour of national sports on Pardon Our Take. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about the Cedar City Market.
Don't go away.
Life is made of moments. Family. A drunk driver could take it all away. Keep your family safe on the road, because after all, nothing is more beautiful. Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Keep your family safe.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
It is more than a seasonal fruit and vegetable stand. Jenna Chapman took a look inside the gathering at IFA.
Everything keeps changing. Meat to warm tamales and handmade dolls to polished geodes, the Cedar Saturday Market has something for everyone.
Brings in a nice mix. People can come and
and buy, whether it's food or whether it's a gift or something that's handcrafted. So that's been a nice mix.
The market is a partnership with IFA. Last Saturday, the market offered free beef and lamb kebabs made with D9 meats, which were cooked on an IFA pellet grill.
It brings in a clientele that we probably normally wouldn't get. And the atmosphere is fun and the people are enjoyable. It just makes for a fun morning.
Each month, the market offers a kids' activity and a bingo day. Last Saturday, D9 Meats celebrated their 10th anniversary with cake, and children made Valentine's Day cards. And there are more ways they try to give back to the community.
We also do a couple times a year fundraising things for the Care and Share in the Women's Crisis Center, because we care about our community just as much as our community cares about us.
The Cedar Saturday Market meets every Saturday inside or outside of IFA from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For SUTV News, I'm Jenna Chapman.
SUU is revamping its on-campus dining options. First, the university rebranded Crisp into Sono, which now offers students Mexican cuisine. Fat Zeus, a food truck here in Cedar City, took the place of the former T-Bird Grill last semester and gives students the chance to try Greek food. The two newest restaurants are Pork Bellies Express and Purple Oasis. Pork Bellies is an extension of a restaurant in Cedar and offers barbecue favorites. Purple Oasis is the new healthy option on campus, bringing students acai bowls and smoothies.
SUU's interim business dean will soon become the School of Business's official leader. Our reporter Jenna Chapman takes us into the classroom with Mary Pearson.
Pearson has worked as a professor of accounting at SUU for 18 years. She is excited for her new role as dean. Pearson wants to create pathways for students from the bachelor's program to employment or graduate programs.
Well, right now, I'm starting to work with my faculty and my department chairs in talking to students early on in their education, in their freshman, sophomore year, and having them identify earlier on what career path they would like to take. And from there, what we'd like to do is start by aligning your freshman year. Here are some things that you should be doing your freshman year. You should be participating in career fairs. You should be taking a BA 1000 class that introduces you on how to create a professional resume. Your sophomore year, you should be involved in different clubs within the School of Business that start to introduce you to careers within your major and within your discipline. Your junior year, you should have acquired an internship, and you should be working towards getting internships and practical experience. And your senior year should be all about recruiting and employment efforts for you. Where do you want to go to work? And laying that out.
Many students have already experienced this mentoring in an informal setting. Levi Brown, a senior accounting major, is looking forward to the implementation of this mentoring in all the programs.
I think she's done a great job, and I think the accounting program within the School of Business is already fairly well set up in that. You see like most of the kids come out with jobs with firms or wherever else they want to go. So I think progress in the other degrees in the business school would be great. And I think she's going to continue to improve the accounting program and open it up to more markets right now. You see a lot of kids either up in Salt Lake or Vegas, but there's a lot that have desires, myself included, to go other places. And I've already seen just in conversation with her that she's working with people to open up those avenues for us.
Dean Pearson plans on building more relationships with employers and training the professors and advisors on ways they can help the students find their career path. For SUTV News, I'm Jenna Chapman.
So did you guys do anything exciting over the long weekend? Any
I had a lazy day yesterday. I didn't have work yesterday, so.
I had a lazy day too because it was snowing, so.
Yeah, I had plans and then I decided I wanted to stay in and read instead. I don't like going out in the snow.
It was a good night to stay indoors. The roads are pretty crazy.
It was a Netflix night.
Yeah, for sure.
We're all lazy.
The snow kind of like, I don't know, it like super got in the way of my plans. We were going to go down to St. George, and then we're like, we're not going to drive in this.
It was scary. The freeways were terrifying.
Yeah, the freeway's actually closed up in Beaver. So, well, thanks for joining us today. I'm Lizzie Lee.
I'm Aaron Peterson.
And I'm Damon Day.
And I'm Amy Andre. Make sure to tune in on Thursday for our sports show, Pardon Our Take.